The Story of Artemisia Gentileschi. Artemisia Gentileschi was born to Orazio and Prudentia Gentileschi in Rome in 1593. She grew up visiting cathedrals and churches full of paintings by Caravaggio, Michelangelo, and other great artists of the time. It was only due to the fact that Artemisia's father, Orazio, was a working artist and willing to teach all his children, including Artemisia, the art of painting, that she was ever given a brush to hold. From a young age, Artemisia displayed her great talent and skill in her painting. Luckily for her, she had a father who recognized her talents and was willing to enhance and cultivate them. In 1611, when Artemisia was 17 years old, her father hired her a tutor, a master of perspective, Agostino Tassi, to teach Artemisia. Instead of teaching Artemisia perspective, Agostino Tassi raped her. Tassi snuck into Artemisia's rooms where she was painting, snatched the palette and brush from her hands, and told her not to paint so much. He forced her into her bedroom, pushed her onto her bed, shoved his knee between her legs and a cloth in her mouth to stifle her screams as he raped her. Artemisia fought back, writhing and scratching at his face and chest. Afterwards, Artemisia threatened that she would kill Tassi and threw a knife at his chest, leaving her own mark on him. Tassi forced Artemisia to continue this non-consensual relationship for months as he had promised to marry her. In 1612, when Orazio Gentileschi learned that Tassi did not intend to marry Artemisia, he took Tassi to court for the rape of a virgin as well as the theft of a painting. During the trial, Artemisia was accused of lying. Tassi proclaimed Artemisia was a whore and provided falsified lists of men she had lain with. Despite all this, Artemisia insisted on the truth throughout the trial, during which Artemisia was subjected to the torture of the Sibyl to verify her testament. During the torture, cords were wrapped around her fingers and tightened slowly while she was interrogated, breaking skin and crushing bone. As her fingers were slowly broken, Artemisia proclaimed, "È vero, è vero, è vero," over and over, "It is true, it is true, it is true." Artemisia addressed Tassi, who was witness to her torture. "This is the ring you gave me, and these are your promises." At the end of the months-long trial, Tassi was found guilty of rape. Unlike Artemisia, he was offered a choice: to choose his punishment between 5 years on the galleys and exile from Rome, of which he chose exile. However, the very next day, the sentence was reformulated as 5 years exile, and yet it was not enforced. Only 1 year after the trial, Tassi was granted a pardon for the rape of Artemisia Gentileschi. It was during this tumultuous time in young Artemisia's life that she painted her first rendition of Judith slaying Holofernes, a painting of 2 women, Judith and her maidservant Abra, removing the head of Holofernes, a man responsible for genocide. Despite the trauma young Artemisia was subjected to, she went on to become one of the few successful women artists of her time and one of the greatest artists in art history.